Don Peoples, dead boat. Let's talk about it. Yeah, man, let's just talk about it. I mean, I'm here, man, just to ease the minds of my people, man, because I know y'all seen a lot of this fuckery that's going on out here in these streets. You know, it's a lot of stuff, man, that we need to discuss, man. So let's just hop right on into that, man. Make sure that y'all share, like, subscribe, smash that like button, man, if y'all feeling what your boy talking about right here. So, first thing we gonna dive all up into is this Meek Mill Tekashi69 situation. Now, I know if y'all looking at it like I'm looking at it, it's total, it just reeks of fuckery, right? You got two dudes. Both of these dudes is securityed up, and they basically just talking shit to each other, right? And you know, one screaming at the other, one's hollering this, one's hollering that. But the thing that I took out of all this is that both of these dudes is lightweight informants. Both of these dudes are working with the police in some frame or some type of regard. You know what I mean? Like, if you just analyze the situation and just sit back and think about it. Like, you got Meek Mill, supposedly, you know, this big gangster, you know, out of Philly. And you got, you know, Tekashi69, who once upon a time ran with Treyway and was putting hits on niggas and all type of stuff was going on, right? So now you got both of these dudes supposedly in the same spot, you know, down in Miami or whatever the case may be. And, you know, Tekashi, you know, after their little altercation, decides to want to go meet him in the parking lot, you know, come see him outside, you know, wait for him to come out. Now, one thing I noticed about the video that I saw, Meek Mill didn't have no, you know, no goons with him or nothing like that. He was straight security, right? As you should, though. See, don't get it twisted. I think all rappers need to have security. Like, there's no sense of putting your man in a situation to where, you know, he got to drop a body or he got to go to jail to try to defend you or defend your honor or, you know, defend you from getting killed or whatever. Now, unless you're going to put your dude in a real life security situation, you know, get him some classes, get him certified, pay him a salary, then other than that, man, I'm all for having armed security that can knock a nigga head off when needed and there ain't no repercussions behind it. You know, they licensed to do this. But I just think, man, with this whole situation with Tekashi, man, I feel like all y'all niggas is suckers, man. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, homie definitely ratted on a whole gang. And is still out here moving and grooving. You know, and all y'all was hollering about what y'all was going to do to the man when y'all seen him. And, oh, you know, when we catch him, you know, it's dead on sight for a rat. And this, that, this, and the third. And this is why I feel like the movies, in a sense, be projected harder than real life. Because in the movies, the mob would have took out your family. You know, the mob would have put a bomb in your car. You know, something would have happened by now. And the fact that this man is still able to walk around untouched, it just blows my fucking noodles. I can honestly say that. You know, I see him straight disrespecting Meek Mills. But Meek Mills ain't really have all that. He ain't really have all that energy. I mean, if you look at Meek Mills, man, Meek Mills look voided of masculinity right at this second. I mean, I think it's true, man. When you get, you know, high up in the mountain, it seemed like you just get a little bit more fruity. You know, Meek Mills didn't even look like he had that type of gangster energy. And another thing that, you know, I peeped throughout the whole situation, and I kind of thought about it. I say, yo, man, Meek he had all this energy for Safari, though. And, you know, Safari don't even be on that gangster shit. Shout out to Safari. You know, I like Safari because he stays in his lane. You know, you can't knock a brother for that. You know, he ain't out here trying to be tough or any of that shit. But, you know, Meek had that energy for him, you know, sent the goons on him and everything. But, you know, with 6ix9ine, I mean, you can kind of tell it was just on either some WWE shit or homie really just ain't got that energy for real. But I'm tending to think it's on some WWE shit, people. See, one thing about these entertainers, man, they got to keep the show going. You know, Meek Mills ain't doing no shows. I wouldn't be surprised if behind the scenes they staged that whole situation. Remember, Tekashi was looking to do a management deal with Roc Nation, who Meek Mills is obviously signed to. So I don't think it's out of the realm that this situation could have been staged, that this situation could have been manufactured, because it just didn't look right to me. You know, when I looked at it for what it was, I said, you know, you got people in, you know, security, and you know, who Meek Mill security also does Tekashi security and vice versa. So they pretty much had the same security squads. So it just looked like a meeting of a powwow, you know, niggas dapped up and, you know, just got it on camera. Both of them gave they take. But, you know, after all that comedy, right, Meek got the fucking audacity to say, man, I almost had to kill me a rat. I'm like, Meek, man, your energy wasn't even on that, man. Like, I just really think you need to leave the gangster shit alone for right now, my guy. You know, and focus on prison reform. You know what I'm saying? Prison reform. You need it. That's what all you need to focus on. Getting the homies home from jail. And Tekashi69, what you need to focus on is making another hit record. Or better yet, maybe you need to come at Jim Jones, because Jim Jones did throw out a hit over the phone, right? To Mel Murder and a couple of the guys, ready to knock your cap off. You feel what I'm saying? But not once have you addressed Jim Jones at all. So it just makes me wonder, man. So when I look at all this, man, I just look at it as WWE. You know what I'm saying? You got Tekashi. You know, he's in a situation, man, where he wants to get the stain of being a rat off of him. But he'll never be able to get that cheese up off of him, man. That's a permanent cheese stain on you, cuz. You'll never be able to get rid of that. And Meek Mill, I think you just trying to stay relevant the best way you can. You know, I don't really know what your angle is or whatever the case may be. I mean, you hollering it was a setup. You know, I don't really think it was no setup. I just think, you know, y'all was in the same spot, and either it was staged when both of y'all might have known, like I said, some old stage shit, or you just didn't have the energy, man, that you was supposed to have. You know, you and this guy been going back and forth online. You could at least swung a blow. What's the point of having money if you can't get attorneys to beat them charges? You know what I mean? So it's just the thought I have behind it. So I wouldn't get too wrapped up into this. You know, I feel like that both of them knew what was going on. They knew where they were both going to be. You know, these are multi-millionaire rappers. Like, come on. So, as I said, I just feel that Meek, you need to focus on prison reform. Tekashi, let's get another hit record in. And if any energy needs to be put out, it needs to be put out against Jim Jones. You need to be coming at Jim Jones for dropping a hit on you. You know what I mean? So that's my take on that. Now, moving forward, right? Now, this right here, this is a freaky situation. Real freaky situation. But I want y'all to understand the hidden line behind this, because not only is it a freaky situation, it's a situation that they're bringing to the forefront for a reason. And weird shit, man. Now, if y'all don't know, man, Lil Nas X, right? Obviously can't get right since Old Town Road. He's looking for a hit. Now, I was aware of Lil Nas X situation before he got into the industry. You know, I knew that he was a Nicki Minaj stan. You know, I knew he was, you know, just different. You know, I hate to, you know, call him gay, but I mean, that's what it was. But he was different, right? So what I see is a man with it looks like a double D boob job. Now, what this has to do with hip hop? Nothing. And we have to wonder why they keep throwing these subliminal messages out there. Why all our artists gotta either be gay or do stupid shit like this. Like, even if them titties ain't real, dog, what are you trying to put out? That's the question I have. Like, when I see this, I see somebody that is confused. He's probably been ran up in so many times. I mean, it's just a bad look. You know, I don't think this is gonna help you sell any records. I think you came out with Old Town Road. Obviously, that was a smash. I don't think you're gonna see them no more highlight records. So now you gotta just resort to all antics. So seeing this is really a situation to what makes me feel like, what are we trying to project to the young kids? Like, is this what we're telling them you gotta do to be successful in their industry? I mean, you gotta just basically put some titties on. I mean, pretty soon you rappers is gonna have pussies for real. Because you want to be girls so bad. You want to be ladies. You want to Vogue and take pictures and put your waist a certain type of way, and now you want to put on titties. Big old bitties. Titties. I mean, what is the point behind this? I mean, I think he's already come out and said he was gay. I guess that's not enough. I guess he just wants to now say, hey, I told you guys I was gay. Now he just want to just show the titties off now. Just here, let me wave my titties to y'all now. Do y'all want to see them? It's just one of those things to where we need to ban people like this offline. Nigga, you not a representation of the black male. Like, and what's so crazy, I just wonder what other races think when it comes to us. Like, do you think every black man is gay or homosexual? Because it's no secret. You know, DJ Academic says some real stuff, man. He said, you know, it's a lot of your favorite rappers are sleeping with high-level execs behind the scenes. And I believe every word that he's definitely an insider now, so he would know that. So when I see niggas like Meek Mill with the broke hand and Lil Nas X, obviously he's getting slept with. I mean, what are we saying about this industry? Because I don't want to be a part of no industry that a nigga gotta wear titties to be successful. It's just not about the music no more. It just seems like just to be about all antics. So when I seen the man shaking his titties and stuff, and people was like, "What is it real? Is it fake?" What made it cool for a dude to get breast implants? Like, you want to get your titties sucked on the Old Town Road? I'm really confused, Nas X. And then you taking such a great rapper's name. Like, you're taking you took Nas' name, you took a piece of Malcolm's name with the X, you took X out of DMX name. You taking all the hardcoreness and lyricism of hip hop in your name, and you just put some titties on, man. But I know why you did it though, man. You did it so you can get talked about. You did it so a man like me can get on here and roast your motherfucking ass. That's what you did it. He did it because of that. Because I wasn't going to pay attention to you, I guess, unless you did something like this, right? This is the only way I can get some satisfaction off of it. You know what I'm saying? But please, I do not need to see any young boys with titties, man. You know what I mean? So, Lil Nas X, man, somebody needs to slap the shit out of you for you putting some titties on. I will say that. So, And I guess we might as well just roll into the next stupidest thing I've seen all week. And this situation to me is just as crazy. I mean, Gorilla Glue. Really? So this sister that obviously had to go get Gorilla Glue surgically removed from her head. Why did we make this broad famous? First off, this is a school teacher, by the way. So this chick is responsible for teaching the young youth of America. And she actually put Gorilla Glue in her motherfucking head. I just don't understand. Now, at first I was confused, right? I said, now why would a woman put Gorilla Glue in their head? I personally think it's a subliminal message. I mean, we all gorillas and monkeys, right? You're just the dumbest ape in the jungle. But I'm going to give most females the benefit of the doubt, right? Now, obviously, there's a hair product I come to find. It has gorilla in it. And a lot of women use this product. And it's called Gorilla Snot. Gorilla Snot. And obviously it's a hair holder, right? So could she have been confused between Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Snot? Or was this something just for you to get famous? Because we can't lie. You can do anything and become famous nowadays and get your 15 seconds of fame. Now, mind you, she got donations. They're not disclosing the price, but I heard it was way more than the surgery. She's also received her 15 minutes of fame, so she'll be able to monetize this situation. All for putting fucking glue in her head. So this is a situation to where we cannot continue to make black folks famous, or anybody famous for that matter, who do dumb shit like this. This woman is a teacher. I think she's like 40 or some shit like that. She definitely understood the difference between Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Snot. But like I said, I didn't even know they had a hair product with Gorilla. So now, you know, it just begs me, I just have to ask the question. How many of y'all using Gorilla Snot out in this motherfucker? You know? Because obviously she didn't know about this product because she used Gorilla Glue. And we just can't be making these people famous. You know, she, needs to stick to teaching, find something creative to do to become famous, because putting glue in your head should not get you on motherfucking worldwide news. And then you get surgery to remove the glue out your head. It was a successful surgery. We removed all the glue. People, what are we doing? When you see what's going on here, this shit do not make any sense. You telling me somebody that's giving education don't know the difference between Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Snot? Like I said, man, they love calling us monkeys to our face. They love telling us we're monkeys. I just think this is a way just to show us that y'all just some dumbass monkeys, gorillas. Because I can't believe that she didn't know the difference between these products. So, on a somber note, obviously, I definitely want to send my condolences to Nicki. Her father was involved in a tragic hit and run accident. Somebody accelerated the gas and just ran him over. I know a lot of y'all don't like hearing this, but it's the truth, right? It was a sacrifice. This is another one of the rituals. You ever wonder why, or when people get to a certain level, certain things happen to their family? You know, we got Bill Cosby and what happened with his son. We got Michael Jordan and what happened to his father. Along with, how can we forget Kanye West's mother? How can we forget Jennifer Hudson and her family being murdered in a ritualistic style killing? Like, look, Chicago people kill, but they don't know nothing about no rituals, you know? So when I heard about this, you know, it just lets me know that, you know, Nicki just had to pay her piper. You know, it's a lot of stuff that comes with this fame, people. You know, there's a lot of things that come with this. And it ain't just the fame. It ain't just the money. You know, that's why they don't pull people up with them. You know, because that's what they're sacrificing. They're sacrificing their soul for this shit. So they're not going to bring you with them. The sacrifice was too real. And then a lot of times they try to protect you by not bringing you along. So you look at Nicki Minaj's father and being, you know, in a hit and run accident and just, you know, I know things happen, but we got to start understanding, though, when you play in that type of lane, what comes with it. And all she was doing was paying her piper. And, you know, it's crazy that Nicki's father had to be, you know, the casualty of it. But, you know, it has to be, you know, somebody that you love, somebody that you cherish, you know. It can't be a, you know, just a random, you know. So, you know, this is the industry, man, that a lot of us is trying to get into, you know, children and people of all ages, colors, creeds. You know, everybody wants to get into this music industry, and we not seeing the devil that's right in front of us, you know. A lot of weird shit goes on in the industry and hip hop, and I think a lot of people still can't wrap their mind around the sacrificing part or the homosexual part. You know, that these people worship deities and demons. You know, I just think you people just don't want to wake up to it. So when I see somebody like, you know, Nicki Minaj sporadically lose her father to a hit and run accident, that doesn't sound like somebody just randomly hit him. That sounds like somebody, you know, it was time for her to pay her due. And that sacrifice had to be fulfilled. You know, Nicki is on her way out anyway, obviously. You know, one thing about the industry, you know, they retire you. You don't retire from the industry. You know, with all the young chicks that are now coming up, there are more, and I might do an episode on this, there are more hip hop artists that are women that are popping right now than I've ever seen before. You know, when Nicki was coming up, remember, it was just one at a time that was popping. It wasn't, now you got 3 or 4 of them that's popping. There's so many of them, I don't even know who's who anymore. You know what I'm saying? That are lightweight mainstream now. So, you know, it's just her paying her dues so she can go out, you know, gracefully for now. And they can make room for the next ones. So again, you know, we give our condolences to her and her family. But, you know, nothing's a coincidence in this industry. So if you like what you're hearing, y'all make sure, man, y'all tap in. Y'all give a like. Y'all give a share. Y'all comment. You know, we just getting started with this Deadbolt YouTube thing. You know, I'm going to be tapping in. I'm going to be dropping videos every week. You know what I mean? So y'all can get the flavor of what's going on over here. And we'll be touching on a lot of different topics. But these are just a few I just wanted to spit out real quick. You know, just wanted to spit those out because there's a lot of weird stuff going on. So keep your eyes open. Y'all know what it is. Dead boat. Gone.